So let's look at the intersection of faith and business. And I want to ask this. This is a more personal question. There are times faith and business pull in two separate directions. Can you think of a time when that was? If you can, or can speak to it generally, and what you did or what you think you would do in that situation?
I think what the thing that kind of stands out to me when I think about faith and business, there are times, especially early in business, where you don't have very large like projects. So eventually we're doing more websites and reports. So in the beginning, you're doing like little flyers and stuff. And I would get, the guy who needs a club flyer where, girls with thongs on get in free. And I was like, I do feel very broke right now, but no, like this is not happening. I am not using my talent for that. Because I don't think that would honor God. So there are things like that. And in my head, that's kind of a small thing, where I had to make sure I drew the line about what I would and would not do, projects that I would work on that I feel like, I don't think God wants me or gave me this talent to support that. Right. And so I had to be able to say no. To pass up business. Sometimes it were larger projects as time went on where I was like, I don't think this is what I should be supporting with my talent. I think about being an employer in a small business where I was not required to provide benefits to my employees, right? You don't hit those requirements until you're several employees deep. The business person, a lot of business people will say, I'm not required. You don't get to have health insurance. You don't get to have all of these other things that are kind of needed, right? Or that are important, because I'm not required and I'm going to go ahead and save my money and pad my pockets. Where I said, no, like I want insurance. Why am I not going to provide insurance for you when I know it's something that I would want myself, right? You treat other people like you want to be treated. I want to be treated with great health insurance. So you should be treated with great health insurance too. And so I look back at that and I'm like, you know what? I could have made so much more money. I could have made a lot more money if I did not provide platinum level health insurance to my employees. I would have made more money if I had them working 45, 50 hours a week instead of a 37 and a half hour week. Because I would have just, especially in the design world, I think, you are a slave to these projects and these clients. And because there are so many designers, there are a lot of design factories that kind of churn them and burn them. Right. And I was like, no, that's not how I want to treat my team. Sure, it kind of makes for good business because I'm going to make more money or save a lot of money. But I don't think that this is right. Right. If you know the right thing you should do, but you fail to do it, it's sin. And I was like, that's not right. That's not how we should treat people. I don't think that's how Jesus would treat these people, if he were their employer. And what I found is that when I made decisions, granted, I didn't make as much money as, sometimes I struggle. I'm like, oh man, I could go work for somebody else in corporate America and make twice as much money as I pay myself, as an entrepreneur. But I had the most loyal employees, whether or not they were of faith. They were so loyal to me. They still are. Even though they're not my employees anymore, I still feel like they're loyal to me because I helped them. I taught them. I trained them. I brought them in. I supported them. The issues that were important to, I gave to their fundraisers and things like that. When they lost people in their family, I was there. I was like, yo, work from wherever. Like, you need to be home with your mother in the Midwest. Like, be home with your mother in the Midwest. It didn't matter to me. Our clients will be fine. They will be taken care of. And I think those things, when you make decisions that say, you know what, let me be more like Jesus in this business, you get the reward, right? Having churn 'em and burn 'em like employees is taxing, right? It is taxing on your time and your energy. So you kind of like, you have to retrain people, right? You have to get re-familiar. Like, I think it slows down the process. You might make more money, but you're going to be stressed out. I was like, I got enough stress as it is. I don't need to add more to my list. So that's where I kind of see this faith in business, where I'm like, okay, I need to always choose faith over business, or at the very least, let the faith guide the way that I'm going to do the business. Because in the end, like you had mentioned earlier, we can't worship money, right? God has shown that mess comes and goes, right? At his will, at his desire. There are people who are super talented, super experienced, super knowledgeable, great past performance. And like that, it can all be taken away.